Hi, my name is Michael Whiteman. I'm the chef de cuisine at Blue Sun Brasserie in San Francisco, and today we're going to start with Parmesan Soubise for a roasted broccoli and mushroom dish. So first thing we're going to do is get a appropriate sized pot and get it heating up. We're going to add a little bit of cooking oil. I like to use grapeseed oil because it is a neutral flavor and it has high heat tolerance so it won't smoke. And to start, we're going to grab our onions that we have julienned, add those to the pot. Our salt, it's going to help take some of the moisture out of the onions, and then our butter as well. So we're going to cook these for a couple minutes until they are soft and have let out a lot of the moisture that they contain, but without getting any color on them. A soubise typically is a onion sauce, and for this version we're doing today, we're going to add some porcini mushrooms to add a little bit of depth and flavor and color to it as well. All right, so the onions are getting nice and soft at this point. You can kind of start to smell the sweetness from them a little bit. So at this point, we're going to add the garlic that we blanched earlier, and a little bit of white wine as well. And then at this point, we're going to just cook it a little bit longer until the wine has almost evaporated all the way. So we've added our onion mixture to the blender. My blender of choice is the Vitamix. We use it all the time here in the kitchen. It's a really great product, but any blender you have at home or food processor should do the trick as well. So to start off, we're gonna just blend what we have in here right now until it's nice and smooth. Once this part's nice and smooth, we're gonna go ahead and add in the rest of the ingredients for the recipe. So we have a little bit of creme fraiche that's gonna add a little bit of tanginess and help round out the mushrooms. We have a little bit of the liquid from rehydrating the mushrooms, and then we have the mushrooms themselves. These are just dried mushrooms we pour hot water on to soften back up. And then we have a little bit of Parmesan cheese here as well. So at this point, it should be pretty nice and smooth, and then we're gonna go ahead and check it for salt, even though we added a little seasoning earlier. And that tastes pretty good, because remember we're adding the Parmesan cheese in as well, which already has a salt factor to it. So now that we have our sauce ready, we've done the broccoli, and we have prepared our mushrooms, which we did off camera for you, but these are just some king trumpet mushrooms, which just like the broccoli, we've cut in half and then just very lightly scored into a pattern here of a diamond on the flat side. And then we have our other mushroom here, hen of the woods or maitake. These, all we did was cut off the base and just cut them into nice big chunks so we have flat sides for cooking as well. And then we're gonna add a little bit of salt on top of those as well. And then in this one over here that's already nice and hot, we're gonna go ahead and add our mushrooms. These ones here we're not gonna flip, but these ones right here that have the two flat sides and are a little bigger, we are gonna go ahead, once they have a little bit of color, and get them onto that other side as well. So these we can turn over here now that we've got some nice color, and then we're gonna go ahead and put these into our oven, go ahead and finish cooking those. And then we can go ahead and flip these guys onto the side here. We've got nice golden brown color all along those mushrooms. And then we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of this right in the center of the plate. All right. And we're gonna put the broccoli down right in the center of the plates. Go back and get our mushrooms. That should be done by now. And kind of go ahead and fill in some of the spaces on the dish here with the mushrooms. Now, of course, if you don't like mushrooms, you could do something else on this, or if you love mushrooms like myself, you could go ahead and do extra mushrooms on there as well. Just kind of as personal preference there. And then once we have this here, we're gonna take our last couple things to finish, which is a little bit of lemon oil. It's gonna add a nice acidity to it as well. Give it a little drizzle. A little bit of truffle zest. This is an optional item, but I think it goes really well. With this here, a little goes a long way, so we don't need to add much. And then we're gonna finish on the very top with just a little bit of fresh lemon zest. And you wanna make sure you do this right over the plate so that it catches all of the oils that come off the lemon when you do zest it. And there you go, roasted broccoli and mushrooms with Parmesan Soubise, lemon, and truffle zest.